Finding low competition print-on-demand keywords on Etsy can be a bit of a challenge. Not only that, but finding those keywords with a product that has a lot of profit is near on impossible. I'm going to show you a process that I've followed for the past 3 years that have allowed me to do 6 figures on one of the fastest growing platforms in e-commerce. For this quick tutorial, I'm going to take you through how I find those low competition keywords using a product that allows us to make up to and over $100 per sale. So let's get into it. Okay, one of my favorite tools to use for this research is eRank. All right, because we're selling metal art, I'm going to type in a word that makes sense. So metal. I'm just trying to restrict the amount of words I'm putting into it because the more words you put in, the more data you get coming out to you. But what I do is I come in here and then I just look through every single keyword here. But what I'm searching for is the average searches. So I want to make sure that it's above 1,000 searches a month, and I want to make sure that the Etsy competition is quite low. Next, the character count, I want it to be below 20 because that's all the characters you can use in your Etsy tags. So, doing this process, I just scroll down and keep looking until I find something. Metal bookmark. I think they're a bit thick for that. But if we keep coming down, there's a keyword in here that I found that I thought was worth taking a look at. So as you look through this list, you're going to see different things pop out to you. And with eRank, what you can do is highlight that word so it shortlists it into a separate category for you so you can review later, like a favorites category or something like that. If we come down, keep looking, not seeing anything. Metal name sign. Yeah, it's got a bit of competition there, but I think there's better ones. Metal garden art. Large metal wall art. Not bad. But right here, this one stands out to me. The metal address sign. So what I'm going to do now is actually go through the process of looking at what products are currently selling for this particular keyword and seeing if we can create something better. Now, to do that, we go over to Etsy. So now that I'm on Etsy, I've typed in metal address sign because that is what we're going after. And I'm using another tool that I absolutely love. I've only just found it recently, but it's called Everbee. It gives us analytics on each of these products that are selling. So on the left here is a Chrome extension, and it'll come up with this once you've logged in. It's a paid tool. But in here, it'll tell you the estimated monthly sales each of these listings are making and the estimated monthly revenue of each. But there's more to it. So as we come down, what we want to look for are products that we can recreate. And not on these ads. So we'll keep coming down. So I'll find something that's making a bit of money here. Well, that's pretty simple. You could niche that down fairly easily. Doing about 49 sales a month, 2205. Coming down, this is a nice one. That's pretty cool. You could do multiple variations of that for different niches. Here we go. So that looks pretty sweet. So what Everbee does, aside from actually showing you the amount of sales it's making each month and the monthly revenue, it gives us obviously the title, which is published, and we can see that anyway, but we can see the exact tags that it's using. So now that we've got an idea of what is selling, we need to create something for ourselves. So to do that, this process is so simple. It's distilled right down, and it's to get you the results as fast as possible. So now what I want to do is find a design file like that so I don't have to do it myself. I mean, it's not too hard to do something like this, but is there something else out there that we can use already? So come back over to Etsy, and in here, so what I'm going to search for is address SVG. The reason why I search for SVG files is because they're cut ready images, which means when we find them, there's very little, if any, work that we need to do on them before we can actually upload them. So coming through here, what you want to do is find something that stands out. And straight away, the next thing I do is I want to check out if this particular seller will allow us to resell these products as print-on-demand products. So in the description here, they'll typically let us know whether or not you can use it for print-on-demand products. If not, just send them a message and see if they would mind if you did do that. But what you want to do is just add it to cart and then buy it before you upload it. So once we've downloaded, what we want to do is get it ready to upload to TLaunch. TLaunch is the platform that we're going to use, our supplier that's going to cut these, powder coat and fulfill them on our behalf. So what we need to do is make sure our file type is perfect for upload. So with metal art, we need to keep in mind that every piece needs to be connected. So with that in mind, I'm going to connect them. Oh, and look, here's one I prepared earlier. So now that I've got that, this canvas size is 3600 pixels by 3600 pixels. I need to save that as a PNG file type. Now you need to get your TLaunch account and make sure it's integrated with Etsy. But once you're in there, we're looking for these die-cut metal signs. Upload your art. Now that it's uploaded, we can see whether or not all the pieces are attached. If I had have left it as it was when I downloaded it, all this writing in the middle there would be removed. So I'm accepting this because it's perfectly fine. So accept, keep all the colors, keep all the sizes, and go next. On the top right here, you want to hold these orders because we need to personalize each as they come in. Now we want to make sure that we've got the title. Come over here, back to our trusty Everbee tool, highlight the title that other piece was using. Come back to TLaunch. I'm going to change that to personalized and make sure it makes sense. Personalized metal home house address sign with tree for rock or wall. With tree. I'll remove that. I like capitalization, so I'm going to put all capitals in here. It doesn't even make sense how it's written. Bloody SEO. Take that, put in the first line of your description as well. Highlight the different images that you would like. You may need to create your own given that it is an address sign. Once you've done that, we want to go create. And this will then get all our mock-ups ready, and those mock-ups are the ones that we can use on Etsy. It's pretty damn cool. Let's come over to my products. So this will populate with all the different images that we've got. So if you click on one of these, we'll just see how good it is. And look at that. It's bloody beautiful. How will it not sell? All right, now we need to optimize our Etsy listing. All right, so once you've created that art in TLaunch, it's going to come over into your Etsy account because you've integrated them both, and it's going to show up in your draft listings. That is where you need to work on it. So we need to click into it. It makes sense to put the best looking image as the primary. We want to blow it up so you can actually see what it is. If you've got the images, make sure you fill in all these. Come down, if you've got a video, even better. What we want to do, come down to the title, and we're going to add more keywords into here. So metal, address, sign, address, sign, address decor, metal, number. About this listing, another company or person made it, great. If you can, fill in all these extra bits and pieces like room style, occasion, holiday, if it makes sense, because they're all working as extra tags for you. So we want to grab that title, bring it down here, put it in the first line of the description. Make sure this looks all good. You can add a little bit more copy in there. Make sure you select your metal supply. It's important that you do make sure that's included. Now, come back over to that listing, and in this tag section, what we're going to do is we're going to copy all to clipboard. So in your tags here, copy and paste. Enter. Now, have a look through them, and anything that doesn't make sense, you need to remove. Easter, remove. Modern dwell, doesn't make sense. Okay, then come down. Make sure all your pricing's correct. Make sure you turn your personalization on. We go number and name, /address, and we'll change this to like 24. Otherwise, some people, for whatever reason, they'll put in a story in here. Come down to your shipping. I've got this store set up for $50 plus is free shipping. And then, yes, I want to advertise it, publish. And now you wait before it gets pushed over into your actual live listing. Usually it'll go under review and it'll probably take 5 minutes up to 24 hours, I think it is. So just wait. Now, is that product going to be the one that goes on to make you millions? Probably not. What you need to do is make sure that you're consistent over time, creating new products, new designs, seeing what's working, and letting the breadcrumbs, the people that are favoriting your pieces, let them lead you to success. The only difference between the successful and the unsuccessful in any industry is the successful has put up with a lot more failure than the unsuccessful ever will. I really hope you enjoyed today's training. If you did, make sure you like below to let me know that you did enjoy it so I can create more content for you that you find helpful in the future. If you've got any questions or comments and you want to share your thoughts, make sure you comment below because I want to see them. I want to hear them. I'm here to help you. I value your opinion. And lastly, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I put out videos all the time, multiple videos each week. So if you don't subscribe, you may miss out on the future trainings to help you succeed in your own print-on-demand journey. See you in the next one.